Hi, good evening. I hope you can hear me. This is my first time using this equipment, and I will hopefully be able to edit out the sounds of cars passing by. We are on my front porch, so there are some sounds around. Hopefully I will be able to edit those sounds out for this video. I'm going to guide you through my Lionsgate portal yoga session. We're going to focus on opening up a few chakras. The ones I chose were the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and the third eye chakra. And the reason I chose these was because with the Lionsgate portal opening on the 8th, it's a good time for manifestation. It's also a good time to focus on abundance and gratitude. And also with that Leo spirit and that lion spirit, the sacral chakra is where we get our confidence from. So, that lion is always a representative of that confidence. And the solar plexus is our powerhouse. So, that being said, I don't think there's much more that we could say about a Leo than their strength, obviously. And then the third eye chakra is where we get our wisdom and intuition. So with the Lionsgate portal opening and that being such a time for manifestation, I think that's a good opportunity for us to focus on opening up that chakra and allowing that universal wisdom to enter into our awareness and in our beings. So if you want to go ahead and join me, we are going to start out seated. There will be some twists, there will be some backbends. I will offer modifications. I may not do some of the harder poses either, so we'll see what comes. Okay. Thank you so much again for allowing me into your space. So if you want to just come into a nice, easy, seated position, and really find your sit bones in a comfortable position and kind of soften your gaze. And I want to start in Mudra, which you are going to take your thumb and your index fingers together, bring them down, close your eyes, soften your gaze, and bring awareness to your breath. Don't change how you're breathing, just bring awareness. Feel how your breath comes in and out of your chest, now in and out of your belly. Moving through your body. Stay here as long as you like, or you're ready to begin your practice. Just focus on your intention for today, boosting that confidence and centering yourself in power and gaining the wisdom from the universe. I want you to take a big deep breath in, raise your arms up above your head, and as you bring your breath out, bring your hands and brings it down. Now we're going to take our legs out as wide as we can, which can look different for on every body. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to breathe in. This time we're going to bring ourselves a little stretch over to the left. Take a nice seated, wide-legged forward fold. Now I want you to come to your knees gently into a tabletop position. We're going to move through some cat-cows here. So with an inhale, we're going to lift our chin, lift our tailbones, arch your back. Exhale, round that spine. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to move through 2 or 3 of these. Maybe add some body rolls for some natural organic movement in this pose. And we're going to push your hips back, big toes together, arms forward. Forehead touches the floor for child's pose. If you need to, you can always put a blanket underneath your hips. Now we're going to come forward. And we're just going to rest here and squeeze for just a moment. Now we're going to tuck the toes. Lift our tailbone to the sky, reach down dog. If you really want to get in there, you can drop it to your elbows for a dolphin. Then we're going to come into a high plank. Shift our hips up, drop the legs for a cobra. Again, opening up that heart and chest, bending that back. Push back into child's pose. If child's pose is too much, you can always keep your knees a little closer together and just kind of do a reclined child like this too. Again, we're going to push up into down dog. And we're going to bring the feet, we're going to walk them forward. Really flex that back. And then we're going to walk from each of them back. Up into a half pose. And back down into a forward fold. Now we're going to come into standing. From here, I want you to stretch your arms up above you with a nice tall tree. Breathe in, breathe out, forward, dive down. And just rest your arms. Maybe sway back and forth a little. Soften our knees, bend the the knees, bring the hands up for a chair pose. I'm just going to hold this for 2 to 3 breaths. When you're ready, we're going to pop that chair into Warrior 3. Keep that foot flexed. You can grab a hold of something fast if you need to. Or keep your arms back like this. Bring that leg down. Again, arms up. Dive those arms down. Half lift. Forward fold. Soften the knees. Come in the chair again. 2 to 3 breaths. And when you're ready, off the other leg. And come down into a high lunge. Bring those arms up for Warrior 1. Shift the hips. Sink it down into Warrior 2. Reverse Warrior. Come back up. Heel toe in a little bit. For a right leg forward bend. Now we'll try again on the other side. Sink it into Warrior 2. Extended side angle. This time we'll turn to Warrior 1. We're going to drop the back down. Hips back. Again into down dog. Standing split. Drop the knees. From here we are going to go into child's pose to stretch our backs again before we do this next pose. This next pose can be a little bit tricky. So we're going to come onto our belly. And we're going to bring our forearm in front of us. We're going to bring our right leg back. Reach the right hand to the right leg. And we're going to stretch that open as good as we can for a half bow. And we're going to take 3 to 4 breaths for this. 1. Feel free to use a strap if you need to. We're going to bring that down. Bring our heads down. Our crocodile. Up. For Sphinx. Now we're going to bring our right arm and forearm in front of us. Left hand to the left foot. We're going to stretch that side into a half bow. Really flex into this as much as possible. Again, if you need to, use a strap. into locust. And release. Now we're going to bring both forearms in. And here, we can either play around and do half bow on each side for half time, or we can get into full bow if you can. I really can't get that well yet. I have some mobility issues in my hip, so for that one, we're working on it. And we're going to come back onto our knees. For this one, it's another back bend. I know this is very much a back flexibility episode. We're going to find our heels with our hands. There are lots of ways to do this pose, but I have found this way is the easiest way to get into this pose and also puts the least amount of stress on your hips. I have had 2 hip surgeries, so I am very careful with my hip joints. So what you're going to do, you can either come and do it this way where you find your heels, flex up, and then find the other side. You can just reach back, however you do this, but we're going to come into camel. You can either come just as a partial camel, or you can come into full camel. But my modification is you come here, find your heels first, and then push the hip flexors up. And then gently come. We have done a lot of work on the back of the body. So I want you to come around onto your back, onto your bottom, knees up. We're going to hug the knees to the chest. Maybe rock back and forth a little bit. And we're going to bring our arms down by our side, knees out. We're going to come into a boat pose. Option to grab behind your legs if the tension is too much. And then we're going to roll it down gently. And again, hug those knees to the chest. Rock side to side. Now, we're going to take our right arm over to our right or left knee. Cactus our right or left arm up. Look over our left shoulder. Remain here for a few breaths. Now we're going to come center. Other side. Now I want you to roll over onto your back. Bring your legs out in front of you. Bring your palms open to receive. Down to the earth if you're feeling that you needed grounding. Again, I welcome you to soften your gaze or close your eyes. And again, just bring awareness to your breath. The rise and fall of your chest. Inhale and exhale. I welcome you to drop into Shavasana. I'm going to read you some affirmations. You can repeat them silently to yourself. I am my authentic self. I am worthy and good enough just as I am. I can overcome any obstacle. I am my authentic self. I am worthy and good enough just as I am. I overcome any obstacle. I open myself to new energy and experiences. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. I open myself to new energy and experience. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. Take a couple of breaths. And then start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll over onto your side using your arm as a pillow. Slowly come back up into a seated position. Deep breath in. Exhale, Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me today.